Today we're discussing the top 5 ways you can get the best deal on the next home you purchase here in Orlando. And I'll give you a hint, it's not auction, foreclosure, or bank owned. So stay tuned. The market has shifted. 2020 housing crisis imminent. Foreclosures, short sales, and bank owns. Oh my! Calm down for a second, folks. We aren't quite there yet. Wholesalers and flippers might be thinking it's time to circle the wagons and throw 50 cents on the dollar lowball offers on houses. But according to Orlando Regional Market Statistics that just came out for April, while closings dropped 28% as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, the median home price actually increased by 12% year over year from April 2019. And distressed sales made up only 2.6% of all Orlando area transactions last month. So is this a propped up market? And how do we find the deals? Hold on, we're getting there. Inventory of quality homes in desirable neighborhoods was already at an all-time low. And now sellers that are sitting on that equity are trying to time the market for when it's best for them. Now, some of them might be a little more motivated than others due to job loss or relocation, or just to cash out some of that equity they have and downsize or move on. And that's where you come in. Whether it's for investment or for you to own or occupy, if you've got good credit score, low debt to income ratio, and 20% down, you probably qualify for a mortgage in the low 3% or maybe even high 2%. That's some serious leverage, and it drops your monthly payments significantly. For example, when I bought this house, rates were around 4.5%, which I thought was amazing. But the same house today at 3.25% mortgage rate would be about $300 a month cheaper than it was 3 years ago, thus saving you over $100,000 on the 30-year mortgage. Maybe I should refinance. So buyers that were hoping to buy anyways are in a great position right now, but they still want to get a great deal, right? So here are 5 strategies you can utilize to help you find the best deal on the next home you build or buy here in Orlando. Number 1, look for the ugly ducklings. Seasoned investors already know this one. So you look for under market value opportunities to make your money when you buy. Then do a small renovation to bring up that property's market value, achieve higher rents, or just live in the property and season the asset for when it's time to sell a few years down the road. But if a house or townhouse is sitting there on the market at a below market value price, there's got to be something wrong with it, right? Otherwise, people would have snatched it up already. These are some properties to look for even in higher end areas. If the layout is a popular one and the builder is still building homes of the similar floor plan, you'll have direct comparables to show you how much you could spend on flooring, paint, countertops, and other upgrades to bring up the equity in that property without overspending on the home. Then when you look back a few years from now, you'll be glad you found a deal on the home you purchased and put that sweat equity in to get that profit on the back end. These are the deals you want to look for in new construction neighborhoods where buyers will say, nah, it's just too much work for me. I'm just going to go down to the builder and just build it however I want. And I don't mind paying extra for that. And luckily, we have a list of vendors that have actually quoted similar jobs like this, so we can help you ballpark the actual cost to bring that property up to market value, whether you're renting the property out to achieve maximum rent, or you plan on living in the home. Number 2, go for that stale loaf of bread. Days on market can be linked to a seller's motivation, and the number of price reductions they've done since day 1 on the market could mean that they'd be willing to take a lower offer just to get it over and done with. Now, I'm not saying on day 91 to go start throwing lowball offers on houses and expect the seller to bite. It all depends on the comparables in the neighborhood and what sort of added value that listing provides you or other buyers at that price. In some cases, the seller might have started too high and they're now just getting down to what market value really is. If that's the case, then something near asking price or even at asking price might be a very good deal. On the flip side of the days on market argument is sometimes when a seller prices a home aggressively, day 1 might be your chance to get a deal on that home. So when something good pops up that you've done the research and you know it's already a good price, then get in there with your cash offer or strong financing, and Bob's your uncle. You got your perfect floor plan in the neighborhood you wanted that probably only needs a little bit of work to make it your style. Which brings us to number 3. New construction homes by production builders are sold in 2 major ways. You can pick out your lot from scratch and pick everything you want to build, or you can go find an inventory or quick move-in home. When you pick out the lot you want, you have the luxury of choosing from the builder's lots remaining. Sometimes that's a corner lot, water view, trees behind. You get to pick out the structural options you want for that plan, such as extending a bonus room, doing a 3-car garage, and then the design center options for all the fancy finishes in the home. Many times we can negotiate for the lot premium to be reduced or possibly add a bit more in design center credits, but not always. With inventory homes, everything's already chosen. And if the house is nearly complete or already completed, the builder's going to want to get that house sold so they can move on to the next project. This is where you might be able to get a really nice deal on a brand new home, especially when the builders start offering increased incentive on quick move-in homes as long as you close by a certain date. You're going to want to have a strong pre-qualification letter to make an offer to a builder so they know you're serious. Also, keep in mind, compared to resale homes, new construction in this county carries higher closing costs, including the buyer covering the doc stamps on the deed and the owner's title insurance policy. Those two costs can easily add up to more than $5,000 on your purchase. You also have to take into account, if you're comparing a similar resale floor plan to new, that the resale might already have a fence, ceiling fans, and other upgrades that don't come with a new construction home. And for investors hoping to rent the property out right away for a premium price, some neighborhoods have HOA restrictions that force you to wait up to 1 year before you can rent that property out, like here in Laureate Park. So if your plan is to buy, hold, and rent out, you might want to consider a resale. Number 4, hunt like a pro. Not all deals are on the market. And I'm not talking about for sale by owners and Zillow. Especially now, there are people thinking of selling their home, but they don't want to put it on the MLS yet. They might be high risk, don't want a lot of traffic coming through their home, or they haven't found their next place to live yet, so they're holding off for now. However, they've probably let their realtor know to consider their home as a pocket listing. And if you can get in front of these homeowners before they hit the market, it's quite possible we could work out some terms that benefit both you and them. See, iBuyer programs like Zillow Instant Offers, Opendoor, and OfferPad freeze their buying when COVID hit. And only a few of them are starting to crank those gears up and make offers on property. And you better believe certain homeowners that need to sell right now are going to those websites and popping in their address to see what instant cash offer they could receive from those companies. Unfortunately, what they then realize is these offers carry up to a 7% fee deducted from that instant offer price. Plus they do a home inspection and in some cases make the seller fix almost everything on that inspection report, which leads to further discounts and less money to the seller, thus causing many of those deals to collapse. The best way to get in front of these deals is to be part of local groups on Facebook, Nextdoor, and other social platforms, as well as seeing if realtors have any pocket listings that homeowners are thinking of selling but they haven't listed yet. In addition, some homeowners that were trying to sell before and pulled their listing from the market might still want to sell at an even lower price than before. With the right local knowledge, access to these properties, and acting quickly, these type of deals could be your big catch story for many years to come. Number 5, call me. I mean, you knew it was coming, right? It's a realtor video. I can't give away all my secrets or local knowledge in one video, but I can go into more detail if I know more specifics about your search. And even though I said in the start of this video, it isn't about bank-owned, wholesale, foreclosure, short sale, or auction, those still do exist, and depending on how things go this year or next year, we might be able to play that game like many did back in the early 2010s. If you do though, make sure you have cash and be ready for stuff like holes in the roof, mold, termites, squatters, no inspection period, and a whole lot of other risks. But for now, you're in a great spot to get your search dialed in and start looking for quality inventory that's hitting the market here in Orlando. And you want to have those auto searches set up for your criteria, whether that's an investment purchase or a home you're going to own or occupy. We're currently working with a lot of well-qualified buyers at the moment, as well as holding listings that are getting ready to go on the market very soon. So whether you're investing or looking for a home to upgrade or downsize to here in Orlando, make sure you set up your auto search by emailing me your criteria or call or text this number below. If this video was helpful to you, go ahead and smash that like button and consider subscribing to my channel, because we're going to have some great listing videos coming up that you're going to see first before they even hit the MLS, as well as more insight into the new home construction business, including the 2020 Parade of Homes. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you around the neighborhood.